Welcome back, everyone, to the Discipline to Gen show. It is NFL Week 15. I'm here with Gino and his humongous Bet Openly hat.
This hat is how big the Niners are favored to win the Super Bowl after what I have seen. Whoever in the NFC makes it is going to dust the AFC. They're going to dust the AFC. Come on. I don't care if it's Philly. I don't care if it's Dallas. I don't care if it's Niners. All three would be 6-point favorites over the AFC. I know Baltimore's going to hate to hear that.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's NFL Week 15. It was a shitty week for me as a Birds fan. I don't know if it could become a worse week. The Eagles lose and the Cowboys win. It doesn't get any worse than this. So we got a lot to cover today on the show. Make sure, as always, go over to betopenly.com. Peer-to-peer bet in, 1% juice, save more, win more, lose less. Straight bets, team bets, totals, and player props against the house now at better odds. So let's dive into Week 15, and let's talk first and foremost, who do you think is going to win the AFC? I'm going to pull up the live odds. It's a three-man race right now between the Dolphins, the Bills, and the Chiefs. Well, I pull up
No, you got Baltimore.
Oh, shit.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Baltimore won. Baltimore's favorite.
It's all that up. It's Dolphins, Ravens, Chiefs.
It's all good.
Who do you like right now? I'm going to tell you the odds. So the Ravens right now are the favorite at plus 240. The Chiefs are at plus 290, and the Dolphins are at plus 350.
I think there's a lot of value in the Dolphins after laying down on prime time. Y'all are gonna. You're going to Vegas this weekend, right?
Leaving tomorrow night.
I think I got two bets for you, dude. I think I'm gonna make you do. I think I'm gonna get soft. I wanted to do one team exact matchup.
Yeah,
I'm getting a little soft. I think there's a lot of value in Niners Bills right now. If Bills can make the playoffs, and when they do, they're dangerous, and the AFC is wide open, and they're playing better now. So I think I'm going to have you do two bets for me. I was going to go all in on Niners versus Dolphins for 5K. I think I'm going to have you do 2,500 on each.
So the Bills right now, I got to see.
What are the Bills?
The Bills to win the AFC, 10-1.
10-1. Dude, so 10-1 plus the Niners at minus 110 probably. That should pay like 25 racks.
Yeah.
Dude, 25 racks on Niners, Bills, exact matchup. So the Dolphins, what are they, 4-1? I'll probably pay like 4 racks.
Plus 350.
So 2,500 will pay 16.
Yeah.
Nah, maybe 14. Yeah, so I'll have you get me 2 tickets, and obviously if either one hits, I'm very, very happy and very in the green.
For sure.
Comment, yeah, you
guys, tell us in the comments who you like out of the AFC. Bills 10-1, Chiefs plus 290, Ravens plus 240, Dolphins plus 350. Also have the Jags who can't be counted out at 10-1.
That's true. Where do you like? Where are you?
I've been Chiefs preseason. I think the only spot I really wouldn't buy right now is the Ravens at plus 240. I could not take them as a favorite in the AFC.
Are you riding your Dolphins still?
I still like them.
Okay.
I like them preseason. Plus 350 is a lot lower.
A lot lower.
So, all right, let's move on to the NFC here. 3-way tie right now, 10-3 for all three of these teams.
Woo-wee.
The odds right now, the 49ers are the overwhelming favorite, plus 110 odds. Eagles plus 350, Cowboys plus 420, the Lions 10-1, and then everything after those 4 teams is a massive drop-off. You have the Vikings and Saints at 40-1, 50-1. So it's essentially a 3-man race with the Lions kind of knocking at the door there. Are you really confident to buy your Niners at plus 110 though? That's what I have to ask you.
I wouldn't buy them at plus 110. There's just not a lot of value in it. There's really not. But I think we're doing it, man. I thought we were doing it last year. These Cowboys have shut me and you up recently, so we got to be a little careful.
It's a regular season.
I will say now the public's all back over the Cowboys. I'm telling people me they're the 1 seed, not the Niners. Yeah. We dog walked them. How can someone say that with a straight face? But yeah, I'll hand you the mic. I'm biased, but I'm going Niners all the way. No one's getting in the Niners' way. Super Bowl goes through San Francisco.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm going to back my Eagles at plus 350 right now, only because that's a better number than it was, a couple weeks ago, or a lot better of a number. So I have to stick with them here. So All right, let's dive into this. Thing's being super slow today.
We're lagging.
There we go. Let's dive into some Thursday night football here. We have the Chargers traveling to Vegas. You know, I got tickets to this Vegas game.
Oh,
I got
see it.
I got a couple of casino hosts that offer me tickets, but I'm not going to land in time. I don't land in Vegas till 9 or 10 p.m. Thursday. There's just no chance. But
Damn, that's lame.
yeah, so it is what it is. But 84% of the tickets are on the Raiders in this game. They are a 3-point favorite at home, over under 34.5. Another low total going into week 15. Chargers injuries, Justin Herbert. Keenan Allen is questionable. Max Crosby is questionable for the Raiders. Raiders are 7-12-1 against the spread at home, coming off a loss in their last 20. What do you like in this game?
Dude, I keep betting on the Chargers and I keep losing, so I don't think I can do it again.
Yeah.
I guess I did win in New England, but I lost on them last weekend. They got dusted. It's going to be a boring one, but I think I'm going under here. Not a lot of people talk about the Chargers defense. I've been pretty high on the Chargers defense for a while now. They're one of my defenses in one of my fantasy teams too, so they perform. And the Raiders defense is solid without an offense. So, yeah, I'm going to be boring here. I'd say my favorite bet in this game by far is the under 2013 little Chargers win. I can't get away from liking Chargers money line. I'm seeing plus 150 on Bet Openly right now.
You mean minus?
Plus. Chargers are dogs.
Oh, Chargers money line.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah. Interested. Yeah.
That's where I'm at. So, yeah, I just can't. I don't know. These Chargers have been so disappointing. I'm not ready to make the Raiders a favorite over them.
Yeah.
So that's.
I mean, Justin Herbert's out. Joey Bosa on the IR.
No, I get it.
Keenan Allen's out. I mean, three of their top.
No, I get it. I just love fading when stars are out there. There's guys. These are straight up studs at their high school and college that are waiting for their opportunity.
Yeah.
Just plus 150 feels nice. But I do like both defenses.
Yeah. Yeah, the Chargers defense has played a lot better here late in the season. I lean the under in this game, but probably stay away from the team.
Makes sense.
All right, moving on. What is going on with the slides today? There we go. All right, we got Sunday, first game of the Saturday.
We get 3 games Saturday.
First Saturday slate of the year here.
I know.
Week 15. We got the Vikings traveling to Cincinnati. Vikings are a 3-point dog, over under 40.5. 80% of the tickets are on the Bengals, and just as much, if not more, the money on the Bengals as well. Public is buying in to Jake Browning now after
your boy.
Justin Jefferson is questionable for the Vikings. Jamar Chase questionable as well, and Tyler Boyd for the Bengals. Bengals are 14-5, coming off a win in their last 19 games. Vikings have covered in their last 5 games, though, off a win. What do you like here?
Man, these Vikings killed me by a hook last week. They didn't do nothing on offense. God, this is a tough one. I just gotta think the Vikings are a better team than the Bengals, and I'm kind of buying low versus selling high on the Bengals. Mm-hmm. I don't love this play at all. But I always give plays on every pick. I'd say first and foremost, I like the Vikings plus 3. Secondly, I kind of like the over. After what the Vikings defense did last week and their offense didn't do, and same with the Bengals defense did, I'm going to take the over and I'm going to buy the over pretty low at 40.5. I think both teams, I think this can be a 23-20 game.
Yeah. I like the Vikings here plus 3. I mean, if you just look defensively, 5th in the league in scoring versus the Bengals defense, 19th in scoring. They're better in red zone efficiency. They're way better in first down defense. I mean, you're talking 3rd in the league for the Vikings versus the Bengals at 30th in the NFL. So I think this is a sell spot on the Bengals. You know, now everyone's bought into Jake Browning and them, and like they're just way worse defensively. So I think the Vikings plus 3 is a solid take here, or solid play.
Let's do it. Matty and I align. That's the first one, my dudes. Chalk it up. Vikings. And you like Browning too, so you're not being biased there. You're just legit saying let's buy some low.
Right. All right, next game on the Saturday slate. This is a 4:30 p.m. Eastern game. Steelers are a 2.5. I see 2.5 point dog. Has that line flipped? Oh no, that's a plus. Yeah, I see a 2.5 point dog. What's
one and a half right now.
On Bet Openly right now, Steelers are a 1.5 point dog over under 42. 56% of the tickets are on Indianapolis here. The Colts are literally dead to me after this past week. Steelers injuries, Deontay Johnson is questionable. TJ Watt also questionable with the concussion. Steelers are 5-1 against the spread versus the Colts off a loss in their last 6 games. Colts are 7-12-1 straight up off a loss in their last 20. What are you doing with this game?
So, Matty, you and I have been making a lot of money telling them these Steelers should never be favored by 6. We bet that blindly. We had a blast. Yeah. It was fun to watch. I think they lost both games. Not even covered. Forget the cover. They lost. I think we finally see a right spread. These Steelers should be dogs in Indianapolis. And I'm going to take the Colts here. Again, I like Minshew. I think the Colts win this game, have a better shot at the playoffs in an easier division. Steelers are done, man. They had a chance a few weeks ago. They're in a downward tailspin. Their defense is obviously a little bit better than the Colts, but I think the gap in offenses here is what the story is. And these Colts, in the driver's seat, they're going to win this game. They're going to win this game at home. I don't know what's wrong with these Steelers. They were a different team 4 weeks ago. They kept finding ways to win. Now they're finding ways to lose. And I believe this is one of the games that the public gets smoked on.
Yeah. I mean, both teams are 7-6. The Steelers are third in their division, though, where the Colts are second. Colts are chasing the Jags. Trevor Lawrence banged up. I think they feel like they have a legit chance to win that division. This is a home game that you just can't lose when you're favored against Pittsburgh.
No, you cannot.
I haven't liked backing the Colts. I mean, I have, but I haven't liked the results of backing the Colts. I mean, last week at Cincinnati, they lose by 20. Just crazy. And then against Tennessee, they win by a field goal in overtime. But I'm going to back Indianapolis here.
I do.
Got to win by a field goal at home or more in this spot.
So. And I'm going to give out the over here. This is my narrative that I'm selling. So real quick, I think the Steelers, obviously they're not throwing in the towel and all that. They're 7-6. They have a winning record. But they can't play Steelers football. It's not working anymore. They can't be crazy conservative. And this Colts is a good defense to air the ball out against. They got to loosen up. They got to change running backs. They got to loosen up. So I am buying this over pretty heavy.
I like it. All right, moving on to the last game of the Saturday slate. Right?
I'm so pumped to have Saturdays. Feels like the first weekend of the playoffs.
Here we go. Denver versus Detroit. Broncos 4.5 point dog here on the road, over under 47.5. 56% of the early tickets are on Denver here. The under is hit in 14 of the last 18 games for Denver, coming off a win. What do you think about this total before we even go into the game? Because Denver's kind of been an under machine lately, and 47.5. But the thing is Detroit, we just have so many questions about their defense. And we saw it last week. Chicago looked like fucking elite offense versus Detroit's defense. So
same with the Saints, and they're garbage on offense.
Yeah.
What is going on with Detroit's defense?
Yeah, it's not good right now. That's for sure.
I can't figure it out. Like, listeners, if you can comment, tell me. I can't figure out this Detroit defense to save my life. I hate giving out back-to-back favorites. This play might be a little chalky, but I'm buying in pretty heavy here to the Lions at -4. These are teams going in opposite directions. Everyone is bought into the winning streak of Denver minus, they lost 2 weeks ago or something, where Detroit just does not look good. They don't look the same. They are a distant number 4 in the NFC. I really think this is the game where Detroit gets back on track at home. And they do it on both offense and defense. I do not have a lean on this over-under, but I really like the Lions -4.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at Denver's recent games, they hold the Chargers to 7, Houston to 22, Cleveland to 12, Minnesota to 20, Buffalo to 22. So their defense is playing a lot better Detroit's defenses look horrible. Feels like a lot of points, with these defenses just going in different directions. It just feels like a lot of points to me. You like Detroit?
I really like Detroit here. I can't get away from liking Detroit. People have been basically throwing in the towel on Detroit, selling them. And I haven't seen anything. I love their running back. I think the dude's finally catching stride. Something's wrong with their defense. They got to figure it out at home. I'm not really bought into this Denver offense, especially what I saw them do the last couple of weeks. It's like, not impressive. I'm Detroit all the way, and I really don't have a lean on this total. If you made me bet it, I'm leaning under just to buy back in that Detroit's offense gets their shit together.
Yeah, this is a tough game for me. I think I have to go Denver +4, maybe on a backdoor cover. If anything, I think Detroit comes out at home and wins the first half. Let's see what that first half line is. I bet you it's like -2.5. What do you think?
Yeah, I can tell you. You want money line? You want spread?
What's the spread? Is it 2.5?
Yeah, it's 3. 3 at -104 and plus -150.
Oh, I see 2.5 here.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Here's my prediction for this game: Detroit first half spread. Denver covers the spread on a backdoor.
You're going double result?
Yeah, that's my prediction. But no, the total's tough. The total really is tough.
I don't know. I think Detroit's still in that driver's seat.
Yeah.
Green Bay's nipping at their heels. They got to get their shit together in this game. Detroit fans, you guys have been loud the first 6 weeks. You got real quiet lately.
Yeah. All right, moving on to the Sunday slate. We got the Jets traveling to Miami.
Oh,
this is a very, very interesting game because Zach Wilson has regained confidence, and meanwhile the Dolphins lost as a double-digit favorite this past week against the Titans. Jets are 8.5-point dog, over under 37. 37 points. Unbelievable. 37 on this total.
37. Dude, that's how much they respect the Jets.
Yeah.
Like the Jets offense is that nasty.
I got to see something in this game. Where do you lean at here?
After what I just saw, God, I hate buying like this. The Dolphins check every system box from, buying low and selling high, but the Titans play similar to the Jets.
Yeah.
The Jets defense is better-ish. Oh, man, and the Titans gave that away. The Titans should have smoked the Dolphins. If you really rewatch that game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it, but I'm Jets +8.5 here.
Yeah, no, I love the Jets here in this spot. I'm willing to right now make them my dog of the week with the points, but I do hate taking them off of that Dolphins loss. But at the same time, you just look at the injury report alone, right? For the Dolphins,
I know.
Tyreek Hill ankle questionable, Xavier Howard hip questionable, Raheem Mostert knee questionable. Like you have all these injuries offensively for Miami. I get that most of these players will probably play.
Decimated.
But this Jets defense is still for real. They match up well against Miami. Zach Wilson is in a fuck it mentality where he's like, look, I'm just going to play my game. I don't care about anything anymore. And he's even on record saying that recently. And I like that out of him. I think 8.5 is way too many points in this game. So I'm going to back the Jets here as my dog of the week +8.5.
Yeah, and I don't want to throw shade on my boy, Robert Saleh, but man, did he mismanage that quarterback situation.
Oh, no doubt.
He should have just said, hey, like, guys, we lost our quarterback in a bad injury, but we got Zach here, and he's, he can sling the rock. He's starting this whole, it's his job to get us to make the playoffs. Yeah. That's his job.
What do you make of this total? Because I think I'd like the over.
Yeah, I mean, from what I saw, the Dolphins allow the Titans to do, the Jets should be allowed to do the same, and the Dolphins got to put up a little more on offense. Man, that game should have gone under. That game should have gone under in the Dolphins. So,
yeah,
I'm leaning over here. Don't like it. I like the Jets a lot more.
Yeah,
that 355 money line's kind of.
Kansas City Chiefs travel to New England. The Chiefs are an 8.5-point road favorite. Over under 37. What are your thoughts on this spot right here?
God, do I love this under.
Really?
Oh, my God. I love this under.
Yeah.
Dude, the New England Patriots should not be able to score on this Chiefs defense. And respectively, the Chiefs shouldn't be able to score too much on these Patriots. This feels way too high. This feels 7 points too high. You guys, these are just leans. It's early in the week. I haven't ran all the data. So again, this is Matty and I giving you our initial leans on all surface level data. But so far from what we've gone through, my biggest bet of the week would be this under.
Yeah.
I think the Chiefs can win this game 10-3, 10-9, 10-7, 13-10. Like, where does this 37 come from? The Chiefs don't score. The Patriots don't score. Where does this come from? I don't get it.
I mean, how low do you want the total to be?
No, I'm just saying, like 34, 33.
It's just hard to make a Patrick Mahomes game any lower than like.
They just don't got it this year, and they got it on defense. This is very interesting to me that it's this high.
Yeah. So let's take a look at the numbers here. So
is it like that Mahomes is angry and he's going to come out and tear it up because he just doesn't have the weapons?
Yeah. So the Chiefs offensively, they average 22.5 points per game this year. Patriots defense give up 21 a game.
So right on cue. Let's call it 23.
Chiefs defense gives up 17.5. Patriots dead last in the NFL at 32nd in the league at 13 points per game.
There you go. So meet that one in the middle, and we got ourselves a 33.
So the Patriots projection is 15 probably.
Yeah. So 15 to 20, 35, 15 to 21, 36.
I like Chiefs in the under here. I don't think Patriots cover. I like Chiefs in the under. I'm thinking 23-10 is my final score prediction.
Perfect. So we all agree, my dudes. This is an under game. This is one of those guys, and again, I'm not saying to burn your money. This is one of those that I put one unit on it. I don't go wild. And if the books are smarter than me by giving me that hook, they're begging me to take this under. They gave me 37.5. They can have my money.
Yeah. Here's an interesting comment. So Chiefs win total is at 11.5.
I know.
So they have 8 wins right now. They have New England, Vegas, Cincinnati, Chargers.
So they got winning
4 games.
4-0.
You got to go 4-0 to go over that. They can't stumble once, but I think they're going to do it though.
You think they get the win total?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think they're going to win 4 straight. At home versus Vegas, at home versus Cincy.
Yeah.
And then on the road against the Chargers, which maybe the Chargers will be healthier then. So that it's going to come down to that last game of the year, I think. So, which in reality, if you take the over 11.5, they win the next 3. They'll probably be favored at Chargers, so you could hedge it with the Chargers with the points. If you took that. All right, moving on here. Tampa Bay is traveling to Green Bay here. Bucks are a 3.5 point underdog. Over under 41.5 points. What is your lean here in this spot? Taking Baker or the Packers at home in Lambeau?
Dude, that Green Bay loss was kind of eye-opening.
Yeah.
We were against Green Bay there, so I felt good watching it. But man, was that eye-opening. Which one of these teams do you want to see make the playoffs? I know that they're not mutually exclusive. The Bucks need to win the division,
and the Bucks make it.
So you want to see them win the South? It's the only way.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what to make of these Packers after that loss they put together. We love the points in the Giants, but man, I like the over in this game. I like the over 41.5 a lot. This feels like a game that could easily be 27-23, 24-20. Bunch of ways for this over to hit. 23-20, the over still hitting. I really do think both these teams come out aggressive and air the ball out. So
yeah.
I don't like this over as much as I like the under in the Chiefs Patriots, but I like this over substantially. Yeah. That's my best bet on this game. The over 41.5. And I think I'm with you, Matty. I think I lean Tampa Bay money line here at plus 156.
I'm saying I would like to see Tampa make the playoffs. I'm not saying cover this game. I actually like Green Bay at Lambeau here. Right. Bucks 30th in the NFL defensively against the pass. Look what Green Bay just did. A couple weeks ago at home, they beat the Chiefs 27-19. Before that, beat the Chargers 23-20, the Rams 20-3. I mean, they've won 3 straight games at home.
They've won some good games.
They won at
teams we thought were good.
Thanksgiving, like at New York, at that Giants game was a tough loss there, but the Giants are kind of just on a heater with the veto. So I'm gonna go Green Bay here at home.
All right.
I don't mind the over as well, but I like Green Bay minus a 3.5. I actually like that the number's 3.5.
All right, fair enough.
It makes me feel like it's definitely hidden at 3.5. So all right, moving on here. We got what is this? I skipped the game. Did I skip the game?
Yeah, just one.
Oh, no. Texans versus Titans.
I think it's maybe
No,
lagged. Maybe not in the slide.
Go ahead.
There it is.
There it is. Okay. So we got the Bears going to Cleveland. The Bears are a 3-point dog, over under 37.5. This is an interesting game, right? Bears at home last week looked incredible in a division game. Now they go on the road at a very difficult place to get your offense going at.
Oh my God.
Especially for Justin Fields here. So this game almost feels like a trap to me. That 3 points feels like bait. I could almost see like Cleveland having a lot of success defensively. What do you like here?
So I have Cleveland substantially higher than most people in my power rankings. Their poor team has gone through so much offensively, but their defense is dogs. And dude, their fan base is awesome. I'm letting my emotions get in my way here.
Joe Flacco.
But yeah, Flacco looked great in the comeback. I really think Cleveland's a substantial team. I think you're able to sell the Bears a little high here. Fields has looked kind of nasty. Everyone's talking about the Bears better draft this Caleb kid out of USC. Why? Why? The quarterback's not the problem there. Fields is good, dude.
He's looked good.
You keep flipping in quarterbacks, but not getting people all around him. The Bears should be trading down their play to someone that needs a quarterback, and they should be putting some talent around Justin Fields on that O-line, make some key plays. So I like Cleveland here. Fields has been on an upswing. This Cleveland defense is rock solid. Joe Flacco is elite still. I just like the 3, man. This is a team I have in my top 10 power rankings versus a team I don't have in my top 20. So selling the Bears a little and buying Cleveland, who's off a win, and they look good. So I'm not getting them low here. But I just believe the better team, -3 at home. I think the Bears offense struggles. Struggles.
Yeah, I would take Cleveland here, but the problem is they just have so many injuries
So
offensively.
many.
So I'm just going to lock in this under. I actually feel really good about this under. Jerome Ford, questionable. Kareem Hunt, questionable with the groin injury. And we're also selling Joe Flacco after that. So like the Bears defense looked solid against Detroit last week. I think their offense will regress here on the road in Cleveland. So I'm going to say 17-14 type of game where this game goes under. I actually really like this under.
I'm going to piggyback with you on the under. I like it.
Move it on.
There's like a lag or something. Like has to click. There she is.
All right, there we go. All right, we got Houston traveling to Tennessee. Texans are a 3-point dog, over under 38 here. Will Anderson is questionable. Noah Brown questionable. We got Becton questionable for the Jets. Not a ton of injuries in this game, but with them so I'm seeing 3. Or you're seeing 2.5 right now? What's it at? 2.5.
2.5.
Yeah, so Houston's
38.
down to a 2.5-point dog here. This is, I think, as much of a must-win game for Houston here in this spot. What do you like here?
Dang, this one has me scratching my head, dude. This is like these damn Titans, dude. No read on them whatsoever. This feels like you're getting begged to take Houston. I gotta fade the rookie of the year. I gotta take the Titans here. I gotta take their defense, stopping the run, forcing the kid to pass, even though he's legit. CJ Stroud is going to be a good player for a while in the NFL. I like to see that. I'm going to go under here on the Titans, and I'm going to go Titans to the under. I'm going to go, yeah, dude, this 2.5. If you want me to take it, you earn my money. And that's where, man, too many people are going to like this Houston money line.
Well, I mean, Houston's coming off of a 24-point loss to the Jets.
I know,
right? And the Titans are coming off of that upset win against the Dolphins.
It's terrible.
But I kind of think it's more about the Dolphins losing that game than Tennessee winning it, right?
Completely agreed. I think Levis is kind of a beast. That man, when I saw him standing there, dude, that dude is a.
You know what's funny is a lot of the money's coming in on Tennessee here after.
Is it really?
A lot of the tickets, 72% of the tickets.
That surprises me.
Um,
I thought Houston was going to be one of the squarest plays of the week, and people are just going to come in and bounce on Houston to bounce back.
Yeah. I mean, so CJ Stroud also has the concussion.
Yeah,
and it's questionable.
that's
So
wild.
that probably is a big part of it here.
Of course.
I think I have to ride Tennessee with you here, bro.
Yeah, and we'll watch it closely if CJ's playing. How
I mean, this is the game where I think the Jags could run away with the division, maybe. If Tennessee wins this game.
How far? What is Tennessee's record?
So the Texans are 7-6. The Titans are 5-8.
So the Titans are done.
Not completely done.
Not completely done. Really?
I mean, I don't know mathematically are they done.
No, they're not.
They're pretty much
not
done.
done like that.
I mean,
yeah.
You know, they're 5-8. Texans 7-6. Colts 7-6. Jags 8-5.
I mean, they're last place in their division.
Right.
But
But it's all close. But
yeah, no, I agree.
They're pretty much done. You're right.
They're done.
They're gonna play spoiler here though. But if they beat Houston here,
yeah,
and the Jags win a game, and the Colts lose, and the Jags pretty much.
And Will Levis is playing for his career, his contract. You know, he's playing for his life. Dude, a lot of players. Yeah, this is a hard one for me to. This is probably a no bet for me, but
I like this under. I think this is gonna be a scrappy division game here. I like Titans in the under. It's my final answer.
Let's do it.
All right, moving on here. We got the Giants traveling to New Orleans. Giants are a 6-point underdog here. Insane number.
Bro.
Am I seeing that correctly?
Bro, honestly,
I already gave my dog of the week, so this has to be yours, bro.
So, guys, yes, Tommy DeVito is Uncle Gino and Uncle Matty's Paisano dog of the week. We rolling with our Paisano. Bro, I read the funniest comment. It said Tommy DeVito's dad and agent broke what's his name's kneecaps. The former fucking quarterback. So how are the Giants 6-point dogs here? If you watch that Saints game, they were about to go down in that game, and then it just came unwinding. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. And the worst part is the public's going to be all over DeVito, all over the Giants after what they saw. Man, how are the Saints giving up 6 points?
Yeah.
There are 2 teams that should never give up 6 points. 3 teams that should never give up 6 points in the NFL. Patriots, the Saints, and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I was going to say, I knew you were going to say Steelers.
How are the Saints giving up 6 points?
Yeah.
David Carr tries to lose games. This is my dog of the week, my dudes.
Yeah.
David Carr tries to lose games. DeVito and his agent are going straight to the mob, and they're making threats. Louisiana is known for their mob. +6, baby, all day.
I'm with you on that one. Moving on, we got another division game here. Falcons versus Panthers. Falcons a 3-point favorite on the road, over under 34. Every single week, the Panthers look like the smart play, and every single week, they never cover. It is unlike anything I've ever seen. Is this finally the week they cover?
Dude, no.
How many points do you have to give them at home here, you know? To make it fair.
I can't imagine how much money the Panthers have made the Squares and lost the books this year.
Yeah.
Squares have been fading them every week. And every week the Squares have been like, it's too easy when there's multiple systems and games backing them up. You're absolutely insane if you put a nickel on the Panthers. Absolutely insane. And I don't even like the Falcons. It's just, you just gotta, everything I'm looking at says Panthers money line. Every system, every piece of value.
If the algo spits out the Panthers, you can take it.
It's gonna, dude, and it's gonna freaking put them at money line at +150, dude, and it's gonna be a huge public fade.
I mean, I don't trust the Falcons offense on the road.
Nothing to trust.
Let's take a look here. So, like Atlanta on the road, yeah, they won at New York, but that was 13-8. That was, I believe, prior to the Zach Wilson game, right?
Yeah.
So let's see here. That was the Tim Boyle game. So you really can't put much stock into that. And they only won 13-8.
Yeah.
And then at Arizona, they lost 25-23. At Tennessee, they lost 28-23. Like, pretty much, two of their last three road games have been – all three of their last road games have been ugly, and two of them they've lost. And now they go to Carolina. Let's look at Carolina's schedule. 1-12 straight up. Their one win, is that at home? Yeah, at home against Houston. Oh, man, it's ugly.
Yeah, why are people saying did the Bears get the first pick from Carolina? Is that what they traded away in DJ?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
DJ Moore. So that's where they're getting it. If I'm them, I trade for more picks. But yeah, guys, you're gonna hate to hear this. When you see this clip on TikTok, guys, I'm sorry I'm giving out this pick. I apologize to the public now. Panthers money line, and I really like this under. This will be my parlay of the week. Panthers money line to the under 34.
I actually really like that in a sick way.
That's sick.
It's so ugly.
Their defense, the Panthers defense played a lot better than people think about against the Saints.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to a better game. 49ers versus Cardinals. Niners are a 12.5-point favorite on the road. I thought Chiefs minus 8.5 was a crazy road favorite number. This one is insane. Absolutely insane. I don't know that I've seen a road favorite this big in the NFL in a while.
It's been a while. And dude, the Arizona's playing good.
Who was it last year? There was a massive road favorite.
I think it was at New England.
14-16 or something.
There was a good piece of data I left out, guys. I'm sorry. On the Patriots, it's home dogs over 7.
Yeah.
The last time they were a home dog over 7 or 8, they won the game outright. It's been like 5 years since they've done it. It was like Peyton Manning and the Colts.
Yeah.
Maybe 7, 10 years. But back to this game. My Niners are rolling. Seattle, we played really close. It's hard to beat a team by a lot when you just played them 2 weeks before. I just want my Niners to win. We're cruising. We're having fun playing football. Debo is on beast mode.
He's on God mode.
It's crazy. CMC, y'all, he ran for 150 yards.
Yeah. Now, the Cardinals are coming off a bye in this game.
Are they really?
And they won outright at Pittsburgh. Before.
So this is a dangerous. I wouldn't be feeding you guys the Niners here. But man, I wouldn't bet against my Niners right now.
I mean, they got smacked 3 weeks ago at home, 37-14 against the Rams.
Yeah, and we really want that 1 seed. We do not want to go into Dallas, and we do not want to go back to that disgusting link field where I still have horror stories of that sack. So the Niners want the 1 seed, and they're in the driver's seat. They're going to play very strong, very aggressively, very early. Man, am I being square? I like the Niners money line in a parlay. Sick. Great bet, Gino. I kind of like the under here a little bit. Our defense gave up some big plays to Seattle. Can we run the ball more? We came out and established the run. Obviously, we broke off an 80-yarder. But if you guys go back to Shanahan, he gives away his plays book pretty easy. I think the Niners are going to run the ball, and we're going to bring in CMC's backup pretty early. Elijah's a stab, by the way. But I think the clock ticks a lot in this game. I like the under 48.
Yeah, I mean, Cardinals 30th in the NFL against the run, 13th against the pass. So they're kind of middle of the pack in the air, but they're very bad against the run. But they're also 30th in the NFL against, 30th scoring defense in the NFL. And they're 31st against third down conversion. So this defense is pretty damn bad. 49ers. I wonder what 49ers first half is. You got that number?
Yeah, I got you, brother.
7.5, I guess.
It's probably going to have the hook.
Yeah.
Which you don't want, but we'll look at it. Niners first half is -7.
Okay.
And the over-under is 24.5.
They burned me the other week, bro. I took them first half. Which game was
bro,
that?
we had one of our biggest DD bets this week in the NFL was under 7.5 Baltimore.
The Seattle game last week. I had 49ers first half, and they were up 4 at halftime. I had a minus, was it 7?
Our dirtiest loss in DD. We had under 7.5 first quarter Baltimore Rams.
Yeah.
20 seconds left in the quarter. 46-yard pass touchdown. Only way we lost was that play going touchdown. That was
I'm not
dirty.
touching this game. So let's move on here. Commanders going to LA. Commanders are a 6.5-point dog, over under 50.5. This is one of these games where like you just want to auto bet the Rams here, but like that 6.5 number just feels so fishy.
So
And the
fishy.
Commanders have been so bad late in the season.
Dude, the Rams played Baltimore so tough. That was their game to win.
Yeah.
And I'm pissed because I gave out Rams money line. So we covered it with the spread, but I think it was 9. It was something stupid, 8.5, something dumb that it never felt right. But yeah, I'm with you, dude. I'm not blindly just jumping on these Rams. I do think this kicks off around 7.5 for what it's worth. This is a tough one, very across the country, tough loss to Baltimore. Rams believe they're a playoff team. They're playing good ball. Their quarterback's playing good again. I just never get a read on these Commanders, dude.
They're coming off a bye week here.
Yeah.
Which, is hopefully a get-right week for their defense because they've given up 45 points in 2 straight weeks. 45 to Miami, 45 to Dallas, 31 to the Giants, 29 to the Seahawks. It's really their defense. It's been absolutely dreadful, giving up 29 points or more in the last 4 games.
It's insane.
Question is, are they capable of fixing it off a bye week here? Because what's that over-under at? 50.5? Is that right?
I mean, 29 or more, 4 games in a row.
Yeah.
And they traded away Chase Young to us. So, I don't think the Commanders have anything to play for. I'd be very delicate betting on them. And I hate being so square, but I kind of like the over here.
I love the over.
I know it's square, guys. We're coming off an over from Baltimore.
I feel like they're just going to sling the rock.
They're gonna let their quarterback, who's a young stud, have fun off a bye. The Rams are going to air it out. This game's going over.
Yeah. I mean, Sam Howell's really streaky, but the good thing about him is if he plays badly, it usually results in points for the other team. So it still helps the over.
Let's do it. We got 2 good games, by the way. I'm excited for these next games.
I like that over. All right, here's a good one. We'll spend some time on this.
These are 2 good games.
Cowboys traveling to Buffalo. They are a 2-point dog. You already know everyone's going to be hammering Dallas this last couple of weeks. Over under at 50.5, same total as the last game. What do you do at this game?
Yeah, guys, for anyone newer to betting, I hope this helps just one of you. So the spreads on this game and the money line moved in reverse direction. So right now, you look at the screen, you see -1.5 and -122. Right now, it's -2, so it went up, but the money line dropped to 113. So always go with the value. The value right now is on Buffalo money line. Hard stop. Just from the movement of the lines. I believe this is a game that if you wait this out, you're going to be able to get the Buffalo close to a pick 'em. People think the Cowboys are the hottest team in the NFL. They don't realize the Cowboys and Dak are a different team at home and a different team on turf. They're going up to Buffalo. Obviously, the Cowboys don't want to lose this game. They want to win the East. I don't think they're going to get that chance. I think Buffalo knows they need to win this game. Their whole playoffs are based on this. And, man, Allen looked good against the Chiefs' defense, and I substantially think the Chiefs' defense is better. The Cowboys' defense and their team looks a lot better on turf because they're faster, and that's what their defense is built around.
Yeah.
I don't want to get burned, but I like the Bills again. We gave out the Bills' money line last week against the Chiefs.
It took a lot for that to hit.
It took a lot for that to hit. They had that game. Bills have given away 3 different games late.
I was on the Chiefs in that game, and I was fuming.
Oh, okay.
I was fuming. That Travis Kelce play was so sick.
It was sick.
I was at.
The worst part is even if he doesn't do that, they're in field goal range.
No, it was Kadarius Toney was offside.
No, I know, but I'm saying even if he doesn't do that horizontal slant, they still could have won with a field goal. I was surprised they planned that play. That's all.
Well, the Bills this year, even though their record isn't top tier, according to the data, this team is elite. 5th in scoring offense, 2nd in red zone efficiency, 2nd in third downs, 2nd in first downs, 5th in passing, 10th in rushing. People say the Bills can't run the ball. They're 10th in rushing. A lot of that's probably from Josh Allen. They're 1st in the NFL at protecting Josh Allen from getting sacked.
That's crazy.
I think they actually match up well here at home against Dallas. So I know everyone's going to say, oh, but you're just going to beat Dallas no matter what. But I actually do like Buffalo in this spot here. I mean, yeah, I think you're going to get them close. I think you're going to get them at like minus 110, minus 115 here at home. So I got to ride the Bills at home. Both these teams are hungry here for a win, but I just think Buffalo needs it more.
Yeah, so I think this is going to be my official fade the public play. Wait out the Bills and get your minus 110 at kickoff on the money line. I also really like this under. And I like this under two-sided. I think the Cowboys defense gives the Bills a little bit of trouble, and I believe vice versa. Everyone is talking that Dak's the MVP. Dak's the MVP on turf at home. Let's not forget, this is going to be a different game in different conditions, wind and everything. I can't get away from really liking Buffalo in this position and the under.
Yeah.
I don't know what I like more. I like the under more. Buffalo? Okay. I like Buffalo more.
All right. Moving on here. What is this? This is Ravens. I don't even see this on here. There we go. Did I miss a game? Did it do it again? No.
One more. No. Yeah, this is the there's a Monday Night Football game.
Ravens at Jacksonville. Ravens 3.5-point favorite here on the road, over under 42.5. Looks like Trevor Lawrence is playing, but we still have to have some concerns there. What do you think about this game? 3.5-point favorite on the road. Remember how important this game is for just the AFC standings in general.
Yeah. Dude, I was not impressed with the Ravens versus the Rams. And I have the Ravens as my 2 overall in power rankings. And honestly, if it wasn't for just Cowboys being such a different team at home and the road, probably would have flipped the 2. But I need to see the Cowboys do something on the road before I jump. So this is a really telling game for them. And God, the Jags defense has looked garbage. Run game, whatever. Rushing back their quarterback.
I hate taking the Ravens as a favorite, truthfully.
And rushing their quarterback. Why didn't Jags sit their quarterback to get 100%? I couldn't believe what they did. So, yeah, this is prime time, right? Is this Sunday Night Football?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I'm gonna hold my.
I don't even see Trevor Lawrence on the injury report anymore.
I don't know. Maybe he rolled it in a way that he takes it up.
Good to go.
Kind of like last.
Travis Etienne is questionable with a rib injury as of 2 hours ago.
God.
J.K. Dobbins on the IR, obviously. Devin Duvernay on the IR. Other than that, not a ton of injuries. Oh, Mark Andrews on the IR. I think. Look, the Ravens 10-3, Jags 8-5, both at the top of their divisions. I got to take the points here at home, Jacksonville.
Me too.
I'm not in love with it, but I just feel like the Ravens is a favorite. I just feel like they always burn people. Jacksonville at home, they're 9th in the NFL in scoring.
People couldn't be lower on Jacksonville right now. Top teams have just been waxing them. The whole point, guys, is to find value, and I think the only value here is waiting and getting +4. Could it be 4.5 by kickoff? Not sure.
72% of the tickets on Baltimore so far.
So they're going to keep getting tickets. I do think some money will hold it up on the other side, but yeah.
What do you think about this total? 42.5. Kind of low for.
My God, is that low? And I like the under.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be on the under in this game. That's for sure. But I think I can wait it out. And can I get 4? I think I get 4, maybe not 4.5.
I can see Jacksonville's defense getting up for this game.
The Jacksonville's defense needs to get up for this game.
Yeah, I can see a first half under.
All day.
All right. For the game of the week, we got the Eagles traveling to Seattle here. This is Monday Night Football. Only one game for Monday Night Football this time around. Eagles 4-point favorite on the road, over under 48. What is your take on this game? 69% of the tickets are on Philly here so far.
Yeah, Seattle just covered, and the Eagles obviously did not. But that Eagles game, I'm not just covering my ass for a bad pick where I gave out the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
That Eagles game could have been a lot closer. That fumble on the opening drive where it was first down was a big deal.
3-star players fumbled.
Yeah,
Jalen.
Yeah. Dude, I watched. I go back and watch my losses.
Pretty crazy. Now they weren't like fluke fumbles. Like actually, Dallas, to their
Punched
credit,
them out.
They had some really good defensive plays on it.
Completely.
I think Jalen's was more of like he shouldn't have dropped that ball, but like on the Devontae fumble and AJ Brown fumble. They were just sick defensive plays.
So Jags are home dog in prime time, followed by Seattle home dog in prime time.
Yeah.
What was Thursday night's game? Raiders home dog in prime? Oh no, Raiders are favored because all the quarterbacks are out. It's really hard for me to go against home dog in prime time. And y'all are going to think I'm crazy because I don't like the Eagles. They sent my boys home last year and they hurt my quarterback. But I just believe I've seen too many people writing off these Eagles after 2 losses. It's crazy. I said that last week. People were writing them off, and I got, a lot of that. It's Dallas at home is a very tough team. The Niners, they got the Niners. Like, that's who they've played in these last 2 weeks.
Drew Lock played well last week. So Seattle has played the Niners decently competitive, right? 28-16. Week before at Dallas, lost by 6.
Y'all are both on a rough.
They were balling early in that game. Seattle. DK Metcalf went crazy. I think he had 3 TDs that game or something, or 2 or 3. Seattle is going through a rough. San Fran, Dallas, San Fran, Philly.
I know.
That's a hell of a 4-game stretch.
And what's y'all's stretch?
Even before that, they played Los Angeles. Seattle's lost 4 games in a row.
I know, playing tough teams.
Philly's stretch has been.
You guys are on a tough stretch too.
At Dallas last week, at home against the Niners, Bills, Chiefs. Ours has been even worse.
You win Dallas,
Chiefs, Buffalo.
Yeah, exactly.
49ers, bro. Dallas. So, but we've won 3 out of 5, which in hindsight, that's not a bad result to win 3 out of 5 in that stretch. So now at Seattle, I do think this is a step down in competition after facing 5 powerhouses. Right.
Agreed. And y'all got to get back on track.
Yeah.
And I believe you'll be able to see on Monday added motivation, Dallas losing Buffalo.
Yeah. I just feel like this is an Eagles money line parlay piece, though. I feel like we're going to get burnt on that 3.5. I think this is an Eagles field goal type of game where it's like we just got to figure it out and win.
Fair enough. Yeah. Little square. I hate fading home dogs in prime time, so I probably won't be taking a team in this game, guys. I'm being boring. If you made me take a team, I'm taking Philadelphia. A little bit of a bounce back game, but not even the bounce back, guys. I'm telling you, I rewatched that game. Philly competed with Dallas in the beginning, kind of like the Niners for a quarter. And there were some good fumbles by their defense, some great plays by Dallas, some really big conversions on big key moments in the game. So I just think the disparity, people are forgetting who these Eagles are. And I'm gonna go under here. I'm going to go under on that game just primarily because both these teams are exhausted. Both these teams have gone through a gauntlet of a stretch.
Yeah.
And I really believe that. So I always lean defenses when teams are worn out.
Yeah. Makes sense. If the Eagles would run the damn ball, I would definitely go under. All right. Let's move to DFS. We'll bring our boy Trev in. That's good.
Trev, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Matty doesn't look as good this week. He looked really good last week.
One sexy Rev, then we'll start feeding people some parlays.
Yeah.
Dope. Can you hear it, Trev?
Yep. Yeah. I'm good.
Let's hear it.
All right. I said Matty doesn't look as good without Niner gear on this week.
I know. You got a nice hat, though.
Yeah. Yeah, so hey, we'll start with the Thursday night game. I'm gonna give one out here. This is just simple math by deduction. Austin Eckler over 4.5 receptions is plus money right now. Keenan Allen got announced he was out like an hour and a half ago. There's nobody else to catch the ball. Like, it's just that simple. Everybody is hurt. Palmer's coming back, but that's it. And Easton checked down at the 5th highest rate last week. He did for any quarterback, and he didn't even play the full game. They don't have a full week to get a full set of plays implemented. They're going to keep it really simple for the kid. And I think Austin's going to have this is a game Austin could have 7, 8, 9 catches just because they're going to have. Yeah, I got to look a little closer on the ladder, Juice, just because there's got to be somebody to catch the ball, and they're going to have Max Crosby running at him all night, and Easton's going to have to get that ball out of his hand quick. So I really like that side. So keep an eye on the Miami Jets game. There might be some real weather down there with you guys this weekend. They're talking like actual like 20-mile-an-hour plus winds.
Oh, we're getting rain and wind right now. We're supposed to have it for 5 days straight.
Yeah, so they're saying it could stay through Sunday. If it does, I'm going to lean running backs over passing. Probably there anyways. The Jets are a tough matchup, but that could really, give us the opportunity to hit some unders there. So I really like that. I like Fields. I like Fields this week. The Browns are massively banged up on D. Like half their starting defense is like out.
Why you gotta come in with facts and ruin me and Matty's lean?
I just go look at who's out for them. Like it's just like half their starting defense is like out, and then they have a couple probables. So I don't think the Bears win, but I think Fields like rushing attempts, rushing yards, because it's going to be a lower number because it's against Cleveland. I got to look at that pretty close, but that's our early lead. I'm going to like.
I do like rushing
Bijan
attempts.
is going to feast. Yeah. So right, if he's at that, I haven't got a chance to look yet. If he's at that 7.5, 8.5 area, I think that's going to be a good spot to attack him. I'm looking it up right now on what I think he's going to be there. Another one is Atlanta gets Carolina, who cannot stop the run. Right, they just don't have the ability to stop it. Bijan is going to feast on them this week. So this is my bold pick of the week. Bijan, who's been a terrible disappointment for fantasy from where he was drafted because Arthur Smith is a terrible head coach. Bijan for 2 TDs this week. And I think he breaks the fantasy side. So
Atlanta's playing Carolina?
Yeah, Carolina can't stop the run. Like
I know, but I really wanted Carolina money line to the under just because it makes no sense only being 3.
Yeah, it's now Atlanta won't be able to throw on them, right? Like I don't think there's a ton of points. I think they score 17, maybe 20. But I think Bijan gets those touchdowns. I think it's just Carolina is really bad. Like I don't see that game being a crazy high over game. But from a fantasy standpoint and like a game, like who do I want to attack? It's there. The Rams Commanders is super interesting to me. I think we're going to have a bunch of props from that game. The total's like 50, and Washington, just can't stop the pass. I think Cooper and Puka could both eat this week. I like that spot. I'm excited for Dallas and Buffalo. I think that's going to be a good game. And then I'm worried we blow the Cardinals out so bad that our starters only play like 3.5 quarters. So
off the bye too.
Yeah, doesn't matter. I think they'll put up a few points, like Kyler will scramble from stuff. But the problem is their defense can't be fixed with the bye. Arizona's defense, there's nothing on a bye. There's nothing they can scheme unless we just decide we don't want to play the game. It's that big.
No, we want to play. We want to drive the 1 seed.
Yeah, so that's where but if we're if we're boat racing them and it's 45-10 in the mid of the third quarter, right? I could see us giving our guys some rest because, these games matter. But I like us on that side. And then the other one, back to King Henry. I don't know. CJ Stroud playing is all the difference in this game for me.
Yeah, of course.
Right. But King Henry's stats against Houston, he just owns them. Like just as much as any team can, like a player can own a team, it's the big dog. I don't have it right in front of me, but if you look, his lowest rushing yard, was like 120, and that was last game. He's ran for 200 yards multiple times on him the last couple of years, and he's just owned Tennessee from a rushing standpoint. I think that'll be a good spot to attack. And I'm low on Detroit. I think Denver's defense after that 70-point embarrassment has shown up, and the stats say so. And Detroit's got to prove it to me before I'm going to jump on any over props for them.
I can't figure out Detroit. I was saying that earlier. We can't figure out what happened to their defense.
I don't know. Like it's their Jekyll and Hyde to me is my issue. Like they've been like 1 week they look great, and then the next week you're like, like they didn't show up. Like they're just it's a game I've been avoiding. Right. And then we got all these backup quarterbacks in, right? Like, I mean, we have,
I know.
we got Pittsburgh and Indy, we got, New England, right? Like, I think the Patriots are just I think their defense shows up, but I think the Chiefs try to make it a point after crybaby Mahomes, crying to Josh Allen.
I can't believe that over under is 37.5.
Because I don't think New England's going to be able to score is the problem. I think it's going to be like an ugly, like 27, to like 6 kind of game. Like I gets
the job done. I like the under. Wait, but that would be amazing if the Chiefs score 27 on the New England defense.
I think they come out and try to make it a point.
Okay. So you're saying the damn Patriots are punting the ball from their own 10.
Yeah, and the Chiefs defense is good. I think this is the
really
Chiefs.
Good.
Yeah, and the Chiefs the Chiefs are still battling for seeding too. I think they try to make it a point. And then the sneaky interesting one to me is the Giants and Saints. I don't know, right? Like, I don't know that DeVito can do what he did again. I'd love to see the kid do it, right? Like, he's fun to watch, but I like Barkley.
Tommy DeVito.
No, man. Hey, listen, my Italian mother would kill me if she heard me say anything bad. I said I hope he can do it again. That being said, I like Saquon here. I like Saquon in this spot just from a DFS standpoint.
Saquon, you love Saquon every week.
Yeah, but like there's weeks I haven't bet on him. Like
I'm just messing with you, brother.
Yeah, but he delivered last week. And then we got to end Monday, right? We got to end with Philly, Seattle. Philly just looked tired.
Scoring 3 TDs this week. That's what I care about.
AJ's going off. AJ going to eat. They're going to get AJ going again. Yeah. This is right. This game matters, right? Number 1 seed, number 2 seed, number 3 seed. They can't lose.
This game matters a lot.
Yeah. And I think the extra
Dallas Buffalo matters.
Yeah.
That's a difference of Dallas dropping out to a wild card and Buffalo getting out of the playoffs.
I love Buffalo this week.
Some big damn games this week.
Yeah, I love Buffalo this week.
Jags, Baltimore, dude. If Jags lose again,
yeah, they got to win. I don't know that. I don't think the Jags are going to be able to hang with the Ravens. So I gotta take that game a little closer. But I love AJ. I just think they're going to get him the ball. I think the extra day of rest is going to do them wonders. You can tell they just look tired, right? Philly's gone through a gauntlet the last 4 weeks, just a gauntlet of games.
I mean, goddamn.
Yeah, like rough.
Seattle has too.
Yeah. And right, like Gino's banged up. Is it Drew Lock? I think this is just a spot. Jalen goes. But I think AJ, you saw what Debo just did to him. I think AJ does the same thing.
I like it. Thank you for all your help, brother.
Yep, absolutely. So everybody safe travels and let's have a good week.
Later, homie.
Thanks,
Later.
bro.
Wrapping up?
Yep. I will be in Vegas this weekend, so if anyone's listening, DM me on Instagram if you're going to be out there. I'll be at the UFC 296 fights, and I'll be at a few different casinos.
He'll be at a table or two.
I'll be at, my fair share of tables.
What's your goal? Hold on, before we hang up. Real talk.
Real talk.
What are you trying to walk with at a successful trip?
I said it earlier today. I'm trying to win $1 million.
Matty.
I'll be a dead ass.
Come on. You leave with 100K, you're not happy? Or you won't leave with 100K, you're saying?
Here's the thing. When I go to Vegas, I always do some crazy shit. 3 trips ago, I went to the Bellagio. I ran 30K to 300 in blackjack. That was my biggest win to date. I just feel like this.
When was this?
This was when my brother and I went years ago.
Okay.
I was like 2019.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're due.
So I just have a feeling that I'm gonna go on a crazy run, and I just want to go some crazy on some like UFC exact.
But so hear me out. How much you want to tell people how much you fly in with, or is that it's up to you?
Probably 20 or 30K.
Okay, so you land with 30 bands.
Yeah.
You 4x this at 120. You're not stopping.
Fuck no.
You're just getting started.
Yeah.
And then you want to 10x it from there.
You make it sound so.
No, I'm not. I mean, I want my home, dude. If you make $1 million, I'm gonna stop paying rent.
Yeah.
So I want you to make $1 million. I just didn't know how ambitious you are, which I respect.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's one of those things where if I'm on a run, I'm gonna get aggressive. It's not like I'm gonna be chasing trying to win $1 million. It's more
No,
like
I get
if
it. Okay,
if I go
okay.
in a heater,
That's
going
fair.
in the UFC card, and I'm looking at some 10-1, 15-1 long shots. I might just raise those bet sizes a little bit. You know
All
what I mean?
right. So before we hang up, let's
Yeah.
narrate this.
Yeah.
You land with 30, you turn it into 100. You turn that, and then you take that 100. Are you going 100 on a UFC two-teamer, an exact finisher? Is that how you do it? 10x?
No, yeah. I mean, if even if you put 10,000 on a 2-leg UFC parlay, but it had
Pays
one
50x?
exact outcome is one leg and another exact outcome.
Yeah.
I mean, you could talk in a 10-1 and a 13-1 parlay. I mean, that pays big.
So you would slap down 10 to win 500.
I mean, think about it. A month ago, I hit this plus 6,700 parlay in the UFC with 3 legs with exact outcomes,
Ooh,
but I had $100 on it.
I get it. So
I put 10 bands on that, and it's
I get it.
it's
So
670 racks. You know what I mean? So it's a different story.
I get it. So you're landing with 30, you're turning into 100 before Saturday, and then you're putting 10 of that 100 on a 50xer. Is that what I'm hearing?
If I run good the first day or two, then I'll go crazy on the UFC card.
All right. That's how Matty's getting to a $500,000 after then he turns the $500,000 into $1 million.
We shall see. So, all right. Thank you everyone for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week for NFL Week